There are many endocrine glands that regulate vital processes. But the two most important glands, the hypothalamus and the pituitary gland located in the brain, control the initial release of many hormones. The hypothalamus is an area of the brain that coordinates many activities of the nervous and endocrine systems. It receives information from other brain regions and then responds to these signals as well as to blood concentrations of circulating hormones. The pituitary gland is suspended from the hypothalamus by a short stalk. The hypothalamus produces hormones that are stored in the pituitary gland or that regulate the pituitary gland's activity. The growth hormone regulates muscle and bone development in the body. The growth hormone is used in medicine to treat children's growth disorders and adult growth hormone deficiency. In the recent years, growth hormone replacement therapies have become popular in the battle against aging and obesity. Another important endocrine gland is the thyroid gland, which is located near the lower part of the larynx. It produces and secretes the hormones thyroxine and triiodothyronine. These thyroid hormones help maintain normal heart rate, blood pressure, and body temperatures. The thyroid hormones help get the heart back on track to a normal heart rate. The thyroid gland is also important to human development because they promote the development of many of the body systems. Next, one adrenal gland is located above each kidney. Each adrenal gland has an inner core, the medulla, and an outer layer, the cortex. The adrenal medulla produces two amino-based hormones, epinephrine and norepinephrine, also known as adrenaline and noradrenaline. If your adrenal medulla works correctly, you should have experienced the fight or flight response to danger, the nervous system's reaction to stress. When a person is stressed, the medulla secretes epinephrine and norepinephrine into the bloodstream. These hormones increase blood rate, blood pressure, blood glucose level, and blood flow to the heart and lungs. In contrast, the adrenal cortex responds to adrenocorticotropic hormone, or ACTH, which is secreted by the anterior pituitary. It also causes it to produce cortisol and aldosterone. Additionally, gonads, such as the ovaries in females and the testes in males, are gamete-producing organs that also produce a group of steroid sex hormones. Sex hormones regulate the body changes that begin at puberty. When secreted by the anterior pituitary, the hormones luteinizing hormone LH and follicle stimulating hormone FSH stimulate the secretion of sex hormones from the gonads. In females, LH and FSH stimulate the secretion of estrogen and progesterone from the ovaries.
In males, LH stimulates the testes to secrete a group of sex hormones called androgens. Testosterone is an androgen that regulates male secondary sex characteristics. Along with FSH, testosterone also stimulates sperm production.
When I hit puberty, my sperm production begins. My voice will deepen, my chest will broaden, and hair will grow on my body and face.
In females, the menstrual cycle begins, the breasts grow, and the hips widen during puberty. Here is a quick video on the menstrual cycle.
Blop 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 blow.
This presentation is brought to you by Liberty Medical, helping you to manage your diabetes and get the supplies and support you need so you can live a better life.
Hello, my name is Wilma Brinley, and I am Wilford Brinley's second cousin twice removed on my step-aunt's side. And he was the former spokesman of Liberty Medical who talked about diabetes, but he was fired. Now I'm the spokeswoman. So, I have diabetes. The pancreas is an important part of the endocrine system. It's actually an exocrine gland, but it has a group of specialized cells called the islets of Langerhans, and that serves as the endocrine gland itself. It secretes 2 amino acid-based hormones. One, it was called insulin. I think that's what my doctor said. And the other one, I think he called it glucagon, but I'm going to call it glucagon. Normal endocrine system, the pancreas secretes insulin to lower blood sugar levels by stimulating cells such as muscle cells to store glucose or use it for energy, where I don't really use the energy. And because of my inactive lifestyle and my increasing obesity, my insulin deficiency rose. And that's why I got diabetes mellitus. Now that's a condition where cells are unable to obtain glucose, and the blood glucose levels, they go, as the kids say today, through the roof. I don't understand it. Now, there's a type 1 and a type 2 diabetes. But I'm going to talk about type 2 diabetes because that's what the Liberty Medical people told me to talk about. And apparently it accounts for 90% of all diabetes cases. Now, type 2, it's hereditary. Yeah, my mother, she was no model. But it also correlates with obesity and an inactive lifestyle. But it can be prevented with not eating as much ice cream and apple pie and key lime pie, and exercise. Now, some long-term results of diabetes are blindness, cardiovascular disease, coma, need for amputations, and even death. So, lay off the apple pie and the ice cream and the key lime pie, and don't get diabetes.